point these people out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we were riding to.
And
My
also,
man in
and
awe
also
right
we
now.
can actually do this.
Yeah.
Once you see somebody else doing it, that
Yeah.
motivates
It was
Yeah,
the
because you got to
motivation.
think like this album. I mean, for real, this album right here, this was the beginning of like everything. You know what I'm saying? This is the begin. This is the first album that me, Kinky B, and Jeezy actually put together. We produced that. We, you know, this is like real deal history. Right?
You feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Yeah.
I can tell.
That's wild. I never thought somebody.
Yo, you hold on there
I
for a
never
little
thought.
bit,
I
man.
never
I
thought.
gotta get that
Yeah, I
back.
never thought. Yeah, get it back. Because you know what? Matter of fact, whenever you get a chance, I want you to like burn me a copy of
I
this
got
shit.
you.
Like,
I got you.
I need to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my first project right here, man. This shit set on the tip.
I tell you, I tell you that's some shit you
Yeah,
get for a nigga
yeah.
on their
Yeah.
birthday, bro.
Damn.
That's
said
bro,
this-
tell us about that time. What you remember about that time, man?
See, back then, you know what I'm saying, when we made this album right here, we was just some young niggas in the street trying to make it, man. Trying to find our own lane in the music industry. We was motherfucking, we was in the street, we was really selling dope, committing motherfucking crime, kicking niggas dope. We was doing a lot of shit during this album, and a lot of the people, me in particular, Kojak and Kid, these were my personal homeboys. Cause originally it was just me as a rapper. Jeezy and Kinky B, they came and got me and shit, and they wanted me to do the rap shit. I was fresh out of YDC on some home invasion shit. So with this album right here, we were trying to motherfucking, make the transition from the street to the music industry. And my nigga Mel, man, he was actually the manager. He was our manager. Everything was
Raw.
fresh and raw. It wasn't no commercial, no couch
No
shit.
Kizzy.
Like, yeah, no Kizzy. None of that shit. So this shit right here meant everything. And then we was like one of the first peoples in our city to actually put an organized motherfucking label together.
Right.
And we had promotion shit everywhere, my nigga. I mean, we had shit everywhere, man. Like this shit, it was lit.
Can you tell them about the vehicle though?
Oh,
Yeah, the van.
nah. We, back then, I had to be like 17 on this album right here. And shit, I had like 4 motherfucking brand new cars, like out the lot. Like
Word.
I had a 745 BMW on 20s. And we were the first when Cash Money was doing their thing.
Y'all hear this?
Right.
Like, when Cash Money was doing their thing, we was doing our thing.
Yeah.
So they were talking about bling bling. We were really motherfucking bling bling for real. Like I tell you, I was 17. I had a 745 BMW paid for, and my shit. It was the year '99. My shit was like a '98. I had a brand new Suburban 1500 Suburban truck on some
That's what I
all gold
remember.
20-inch Dayton.
That's what I remember.
I had all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? I had just caught the Prowler. You remember them Prowlers? Yeah, that what I be telling people, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people be talking about what they got going on nowadays, but nigga, we been balling. You know what I'm saying? I remember as a kid, I grew up in the streets, like, moving to work and doing all the street shit. So not to brag about it, but just to lay the shit down on how it really is.
Show story.
Yeah, it's real life shit. So when I see people popping their shit nowadays, I be like, yeah, that's what's up. We still popping our shit at the same time. Just to see that, I'm like, nigga, I been balling, nigga. I paid motherfucking 50 bands for a motherfucking 745 in 1998. In the year 1999, I had a 745 motherfucking BMW on 20-inch BBCs and some shit like that, them rims. So I'm like, shit, I been balling. What the
Y'all
fuck you
hear
niggas
this?
talking about?
What?
Y'all better catch up.
Let me ask this question, because what made you have the foresight to be like, I want to be in this music game? Because when folks actually getting it, because a lot of people rap about this shit, but they not really getting it like they say they getting it. You know what I'm saying? So the music industry is they upside. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By this, especially being like 2000, that's not really the upside if you out here really getting it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You already got shit paid for. You already got this, that. So what made y'all have that foresight to be like, I want to be in the music industry?
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, being in the street, being a real street nigga, is like, you already know that the niggas in the industry, they pretty much emulated our styles from the streets.
Exactly.
Like, the shit came from the streets to the industry. You see what I'm saying? And so when I was growing up, I used to check out the crisscross shit, and I thought, they was some fly young niggas, and I always felt like I can rap, so I used to do my little rap shit. But being that we was in the street making that kind of money, and we always, you know, we was looking at the Master P model. And we was like, damn, if P can do this shit, he'll dope boy out of New Orleans, you know. According to what we was hearing, we was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? We got money and shit. We can invest in ourselves and we can start from there. You feel me? We got the cars, we got the motherfucking jury. We got real deal street credibility. How the fuck we gonna lose?
See, that's even the thing why I go watch like the documentaries and my people from New Orleans. Master P wasn't getting it like that though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't
But
getting
we
it.
thought that we was under that
It was the
impression.
pressure.
Yeah,
exactly.
And then Cash Money, they was doing although they wasn't eating like that, you know,
Yeah.
probably Baby and Slim, they was probably, you know, getting a little change or whatever.
Slim.
But but the presentation, the image that they put out there, we like, shit, man, these niggas talking about VVS and bling blinging. Man,
already got it.
we got money, so we finna start investing our money into that type of shit too. Cause I remember, matter of fact, my nigga Mailman, my nigga Mailman and Jeezy, they the ones that originally turned us on to Cash Money in my hood, you know what I'm saying? Cause we wasn't aware of no Cash Money. And, you know, we seen how them niggas was balling and shit. We making all this motherfucking money in the trap. So we started buying this old flashy stuff and, you know, like started investing into a record label. And we could do the same shit. So Cash Money, like, was one of our earliest, you know, outside of Master P, they was like one of our earliest influences, you know, they encouraged us to want to really take this music shit to another level and get out of the streets, make the transition from the streets to the music industry.
Okay, I got you. They just, you know, like even like say here, like Rollo, you know Rollo?
Yeah,
bro been eating for a long time.
yeah.
So when it was said he wanted to be in the music industry, niggas is like, why? You feel what I'm saying? But I mean,
Because it ain't nothing like the music industry. When you think about it, okay, a lot of people say they don't give a fuck about the fame, and they say that after you know, I feel at some point everybody care about fame until you lose the desire for it. You see what I'm saying? And also when you in the street, you selling dope or you doing all this illegal shit, whether you scamming or whatever, free banning.
looking over your shoulder.
You know what I'm saying? You want a way out of that shit. So it don't really matter how much money you getting in the streets. You want a way out of that shit. And the best, the most convenient and, you know, easy way to facilitate the transition from the streets to the legitimate corporate America is by, you know, through music. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, of course, if you ain't going to school, if you ain't went to school, most niggas like us, we didn't go to school. So we can't be no motherfucking athlete.
Right.
We ain't no basketball. So only thing we can do is either invest this money into the music industry or, you know, invest into real estate. But real estate ain't gonna bring the type of fame and the type of recognition the music industry is gonna bring. And then it's kind of like you could be being a motherfucking rapper, you still living a dope boy lifestyle. So the lifestyles are like they real compatible to one another. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just that you getting all this fucking money, you getting all this money, but it's legit now. But you still gotta kind of look over your shoulder. You still in that same lifestyle, cause you still fucking with the same type of people. You know, you dealing with the same, you know, so-called crook or slimy niggas. But it's the same field. But you know, in all actuality, you know, you get caught with $100,000, the police can't take it from you now because your shit legit. Or you ain't gotta, you know, really be ducking the feds like that because your shit really legit. I recall, you know, as a youngster, getting caught with fucking $90,000 cash money. You know, the police take my motherfucking money. I'm mad at the motherfucker. You know, I'm wishing like, damn, I wish I had the receipts or whatever to compensate for this money. But you know, they take my money and that's that. You know, I remember one of my partner Kinky B got caught with, you know, a lot of money. Jeezy got caught with a lot of money. They take our money. So we was looking for a way to get out of the motherfucking streets, you know what I'm saying, to make our shit legitimate so we don't have to worry about looking over our shoulders and shit like that. So when I talk about, you know, my former street life, I'm not talking about it in a way to glorify, you know, it's just fact, you know, it's a matter of fact and a matter of trying to do better so we can get the fuck up out of the trenches because, you know, shit is really real out there, you know?
Growth.
Yeah.
That's all that's about. Growth. One of my favorite stories in hip hop, like period, is when Jeezy got signed for that $1 million check and he ain't cashed it for a year. I'm like, damn. That's when I knew it was real. I said, cuz I ain't get money, bro. You just let the million sit there, bro.
Right.
Shit.
I ain't got that
Not
kind of
me.
Bro,
money. Right.
listen, I wouldn't have went to sleep. I would have been at the bank first thing in the morning. Listen, bro. Yo, y'all open.
What we gonna do with this?
Right. I
How
need
we
help. I need
How we
help.
gonna distribute this?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I want to go back real quick because I have a vivid memory of Winship Elementary School. It's early days, right?
Yeah.
So this is all I remember about Amir, right? Desk in the front of the principal office.
Oh shit. Oh, that's great. Oh, I remember that.
Bro, that was our ISS back in the day.
Yeah, I remember that.
Putting the desk in front of the principal office.
So you instead like you know how most people ISS you got a classroom.
Yeah.
Our ISS was like you had a desk.
But do you know why I ended up there?
No, that's what I want to know.
Oh,
Cause I never
man,
understood. I
like-
swear every day I would see you at ISS.
Hey,
I was
this
like,
is
what do you do?
Hey, you know, this is a great story, man.
What do you do?
Like, this is crazy. So I had to be like in the 4th grade, 5th and 6th grade. Throughout my 4th, 5th, and 6th grade school year, we used to hit the stove near our house, and by the block, and we used to steal nothing but candy out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We used to go in this bitch and steal so many Starburst, Skittles, and
M&Ms.
all the good shit. M&Ms, yeah, those. It wasn't that kind, but it was a different, the yellow kind. So
He put it to
we
the
used to
floor.
steal so much candy out that bitch, and I used to go to school and sell the candy to the students. You know what I'm saying? So I fucked around. I had been doing that shit for like I say 2 months straight. I'm making some pretty good money as a kid. Selling candy in school, stealing from the rich and trying to
Robin
put
Hood?
money. Yeah, you trying to put money in the pockets of the poor.
Robin Hood.
So one day I come to school, and that shit was like a real deal operation, like some police operation. When I come to school, I got my big book back on, and they like come to the principal office. So as soon as I walk in there, I see the motherfuckers like they got walkie talkie like some wild shit going on. Now I'm a kid, but I can still tell something going
energy?
on.
Yeah.
I go in there, motherfucker, and they unzip my book bag and pour all my candy on the floor. I'm like, man, who the fuck done set me up, man?
That was a sting operation.
Right.
That was a sting
You
operation.
knew then it was all
Yeah.
real bad.
Before he
Yeah,
went over the
man.
sting operation.
Right.
So she
About
told
the
me,
candy.
they go to question me, where you get all this candy from? I'm like, I don't know. They're like, where you get all this candy from? I can't tell them I didn't stole this shit out of the store.
Yeah.
That's incriminating myself. I'm like, I don't know.
My auntie house.
I don't know. So she said, okay, since you don't know nothing, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move you right up here. I'm going to put your desk right in front of the principal office. I'm going to make sure that you don't get in no trouble, that you don't do nothing you're supposed to be doing. So I'm just sitting there. My motherfucking classroom is in front of the principal office. That's crazy. You feel me?
That's hella crazy.
Right.
But I knew then I was a hustler, though. I knew
Alright.
then I can,
And you knew not to tell yourself.
Yeah, I couldn't
Smart
incriminate.
fucking
Yeah, it was
kid.
crazy. I had to be like, I don't know, 4th, 5th grade, shit like that.
Yeah, this
So,
is a fact.
pardon my ignorance. Was your rap name always Goldmouf, or did you
Nah.
you do the switch?
Yeah, I switched it.
Okay.
Originally, my rap name was Lil Milk.
Why you
And,
change it?
I changed it because so many people used to call me Gold Teeth and Gold Mouth and shit like that. That I just said, "Fuck it," I'm
Run with it.
You always had to go.
Yeah, I had to go since even here. Like
This
I had to go
2000.
since I was fucking 15 years old.
Okay, now
I
where
got
you get
'em
your goals
redone.
from now?
Originally I got them from Overthought. It's
Okay.
a real little famous dentist in Macon called Overthought. A lot
Okay.
of the dope boys used to go to Overthought and get their shit done. And after I got, I recently got out of prison. I did like 17 years. So after I got out of prison, I had to, of course, get my grill redone. So I came up here to some dude I think named, I don't know, nigga. You gonna pay me if I say your name?
We'll talk off air.
A jeweler, yeah, a jeweler from up here in Atlanta. man.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm only thinking about getting my fangs done for my 30s. That's why.
Oh yeah. I know a couple of people that do, put the gems in the teeth.
I don't know if I want to end my teeth.
I'll say you trying to get a dip.
Like
I
on
just
the
want a
teeth.
3 and a 0 on my fangs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
Oh yeah, you want
Yeah,
one day
you just,
joint.
yeah,
Yeah,
one day you ain't
yeah.
gonna rock them all the time. You're
I
like,
mean, I might rock them the whole time I'm 30.
you're gonna be 30 forever. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, you see,
yeah, I
you
got you.
see,
I got you.
I mean, you gonna age gracefully.
Yeah, you putting it in. So look, I see you. So you mentioned 17 years, man. That's like
It's a lifetime.
that's a
lot of
long
people.
time, bro. Like
Yeah.
ain't no way to sugarcoat it. That's a long time to be locked down. Like seeing where you at now, thinking back on those times, man, like what's your appreciation level of like
Of life.
of life? You know,
Man,
what I'm
you
saying?
know, after you do that kind of motherfucking time in the pen, I was in Florida actually. I did 17 years and 8 months in Florida straight. Um, I was deprived, man, of the basic, shit for so long, man, that I just live life to the fullest now, man. I be
Yeah.
like, you know, I used to live to try to make other people happy, but now I just live to make me happy. You feel me? Like,
That's what it
I mean, I ain't saying fuck nobody, but it's about me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. As you should.
Fuck all the other shit. Like, I'm not finna be living my motherfucking life trying to just please other people.
Right.
I do what I like to do. I do what I want to do when I like to do it, and that's a part of being free. Because when you're deprived of your freedom, when you got literally people telling you what time you can take a shower, or when you can take a shower, what the fuck you gonna eat, what's on the chow hall, what the mess hall feeding today. When you have to eat this old regular ass hot dog or this shit we call dog food in the chow hall, once you get free from that, you have the opportunity to a selection, an option to eat what the fuck you want to eat. You eat what you want to eat.
What was the first thing you ate when you got up?
You know what? That's kind of I don't know what I ate the first.
Really?
I'm kind of cause shit like that.
No.
I just know I just do what the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I eat how I want to eat, and I can't recall exactly the first thing I did when I know the first thing I did when I got out. I called my uncle Hollis. He was like one of my greatest supporters throughout my whole incarceration. So he was always there from the day I went in to even to this day. So I called him up. That's the first thing I did. I got a cell phone, called my uncle, and just let him know how much I appreciate him. But being locked up like that, man, that shit is a beast. It's really it's a horrible thing, and I really don't wish that shit on nobody. Even if a motherfucker did some real vile shit to me and my people, I wouldn't wish that on them. I just rather have them dead. I wouldn't wish no shit like that on them. You feel me? That shit, that's
It ain't no way
bullshit.
to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, some bullshit. And not only that, it's not about, a lot of people say they want justice. This happened, so I want to see justice.
Yeah.
That shit really ain't no justice, a motherfucker being in prison. Because I was in that bitch, I became a motherfucking millionaire, like from prison. And I did all kind of shit from prison. Like, I bought houses from that motherfucker. I did everything from that bitch. Bought Benzes and shit from prison. So it ain't like a nigga, like you stop your show.
Yeah.
I wrote books while I was in prison. I linked up with some of the most. I got all my connections from being in prison. So it didn't stop a motherfucker from doing. I was fucking in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like I was paying guards I was fucking in the pen. So it wasn't like it stopped me from living. So I wouldn't really wish that on nobody as far as like a person perceiving in their mind that that's true justice, because it's not. For one, you enriching, the people
private
who
industry.
establishment,
Right.
who
Right.
it is.
Right.
It's business. It's business.
Yeah.
So you go into
Right,
court
right.
thinking, oh this shit is justice, motherfucker. You ain't doing nothing but enriching those who are already in power and
Right.
position by another motherfucker going to jail. One person go to jail, you got the judge get paid, the lawyer get paid, the medical staff get paid, the prison guard get paid, the bailiff get paid. Just it goes on and on and on. The mental health counselor get paid because you have to see this person. It's just a trillion motherfuckers getting paid, and the people who prioritize the prison, who own the motherfuckers, they get paid. Now the stock market get paid, and the money, Wall Street get paid, and the white man keep getting paid. And what the fuck? Niggas is getting
There's
paid.
no justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the people who was happy that you got locked up, that's all they got.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
all they got.
They just got like,
It ain't it ain't bringing nobody back. It ain't putting no money in their pocket.
Right.
That's coaching the rappers, Cheyenne, right there.
That is
Yeah.
That's
definitely
coaching the
close.
rappers. Like when you think about that, that's crazy.
Yeah, so
Dang.
this is crazy, man.
I was just thinking about when she asked you what was the first thing you ate. My dog, I don't know if it was the first thing. I know it was at least the second thing. He came and made a jailhouse burrito. I said, bro, we could go.
That nigga
like,
institutionalized.
I said, bro, we can hit the Benny
fuck up with eat that shit.
We can hit what you want to hit, bro. They made a jailhouse.
Hey, I went over my people's house the other day. They had them little ramen noodle soup thing.
They made a pocket.
Yeah, and that's one of the main staples in the store in prison. Man, I said I don't even want to see no
One of
shit
them-
like
one
that.
of them pockets. Y'all know what that is?
Talking the Raymond Noodles?
Yeah,
I'm saying,
I
y'all
don't
know
even
what
want to
the
see
jail
that
pocket
shit.
is, though.
Making a hot pocket,
No.
yeah.
Go ahead. Explain.
Explain what it is.
Yeah, tell me.
I'm more than sure I see it.
Enlighten
Go
me,
ahead,
my
yeah.
brother.
bro, it's like
When
you
they do
wet
the
that joint,
Florida
like
shit.
kind of crush it up a little bit, put the season on or whatever else you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Let it dry. You eat that bitch like a hot pocket almost.
Yeah.
Oh no, I thought you talking about the one they sit on.
Actually, though, I'm gonna keep it real though. Like those bitches actually be good though.
Bro,
I mean, that shit is good. Like when you in that bit
Yeah.
and you hungry, no motherfucker, you make that shit is good. It ain't nothing like no crowd legs and no shit like that. But that shit good though. You heard?
But for what it is,
For what it is, yeah.
my dog came. He was a somersault. Then how you make? He
Go
was
ahead, go
breaking
ahead.
this bitch
Yeah,
down.
go ahead, bro.
How they was doing the inside. He
Yeah.
said, bro, see everybody get together. Cause everybody eating off this bitch.
Yeah.
It's like one of them joints. You know what I mean? Said everybody, and they had bread in the morning. You collect the bread. They don't want the bread. You soak that shit in some pickle juice. Roll it up like, get it back to doughy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Let that, what's the name? Cut your summer sausage.
So somebody told you this?
I didn't see how he made it. He
I'm
was
saying,
telling me.
he told you this.
Yeah,
So he gave you these details.
yeah.
And
I ain't never been locked up.
oh shit, so you got a motherfucker come out here and give you all those details.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, institutionalized.
This
He
nigga's
did
the
that.
inside.
He did that.
Institutionalized. He institutionalized.
Yeah.
He said you get your cheese, you know what I'm saying, and do all that. Then you put on the shower head and let it sit there.
And you remember that shit?
Yeah.
Oh man. And that's dope.
On a
I'm talking
need
about
to know
nigga-
basis.
I'm talking about that's dope. You
Yeah.
remember that shit like that? That jet what them niggas do in the pen.
Yeah.
And you'll think you experienced that shit yourself.
Bro,
Man, that's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you institutionalized niggas is for real. You know, I'm from the hood or whatever, but they be like, oh, you ain't never been to Rice Street? I'm like, nah, bro.
Like
that's a
like that's the
accomplishment.
thing. Yeah.
Like, nah, like I
you
haven't,
wear
bro.
that shit on
Oh, like a
your
badge of
right,
honor.
right,
Like,
right.
nah, like I
Scout
haven't, bro.
sign.
Like, now, I don't been cuffed a bunch of times, but I ain't never actually been took down. Like,
See, I never really talked about my prison experience to people. Like in all my interviews, I never really elaborated on those experiences. Not that I just didn't feel the need to. But as I recollect on that shit, man, that shit was a hell of an experience. Man.
I'm with you, and do what I'm saying.
Hell of an experience, man.
Yeah.
I caught bodies in that bitch and everything.
For
man.
real.
Yeah.
My dog, they done lost the eye. I'm
Yeah,
talking about he
nigga,
got a
right.
stupid ass cut.
Look, that
down.
gang shit so fucked up in the prison system that I was like 14 months on my way out of getting out of prison, and I was running all the cell phones on the compound. I'm a Muslim, and so me and the Muslim imam, the leader, had went through something, so I was pretty much on my own. And
What they call like excommunicated. or
yeah, they
something.
excommunicated me from the community because they said I was still dealing in drugs and shit like that. So I'm in that bitch on my own. Now, mind you, these young niggas got gangs, gang. That shit gang in prison now. So you got the
White
big,
folks,
so
everybody.
you got the motherfucking big ass Bloods, the big ass Zo Mafia fam in Florida, it's the Haitian. Like it's a lot of different nationalities running a lot of shit. So I had a alliance with a lot of these dudes, but because I was running the cell phones, I was running all this shit on the compound, and I'm like a one man show. But I had already then bought me like $400 in knives, and you spend for real $400 in prison on knives, and you got some real deal motherfucking shit, that some Freddy Cougar Jason shit. So long story short, I'm coming home. I'm coming to the dorm from school one day, and them niggas had put a hit out on me because I didn't want to give in to my route. They wanted to try to use my route, but I wasn't with it. I'm like, y'all niggas ain't using my route for my phone.
Right.
It is what it is. So I'm coming from school. Long story short, like 3 young niggas, they run up on me with some knives. You know what I'm saying? One of them hit me in the back with a knife, and another tried to hit me in the side. They trying to take me out, take me out. So I fought around and took one of the knives from the young nigga. I took the nigga that hit me in the back with a knife. I took his knife and I stabbed him up, and I killed the nigga right there. And then I chased another one in the barbershop. My knife had bent though, and then my little homie, he brought me a knife out of the dorm, and I ran up in the barbershop. Man, the nigga had a knife fight. He tried to hit me with a broom, so I end up hitting him right here. I punched his fucking lung, whatever that shit was. So he dropped, and I stabbed him up some more time. I could have killed him, but I thought I had killed him too, but I didn't. I paralyzed him.
Okay.
So I ran up out of the barbershop, bloody and shit. Long story short, I was scared because I'm like, damn, I'm finna catch a life sentence.
And I'm about to get out.
Yeah, and I ain't had
right.
like 14 months, and but a lot of people came and they wrote statements for me saying that I was that the niggas tried to take my life, and I ended up taking one of the nigga knives, and so they ain't pursue no charges, sent me to another prison.
Self-defense.
Yeah.
So I understand, like when you say I don't really I don't see the need to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I'm also appreciative of folks who do tell me these stories.
Same.
I already didn't want to go to jail. I definitely don't want to go to jail
Right,
now. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
That shit horrible.
It
Well,
ain't no way to live,
I'm
bro.
always
Niggas start
intrigued
piss on you and
because
shit. Like,
I watch a lot of documentaries and shit.
Yeah.
So
What we doing?
I really appreciate when people can be vulnerable about that, because it ain't something that you really want to talk about. You want to go back and like relive
Yeah.
all over again. So I'm always appreciative when people do speak out about it, because like that's that was your life for 17 years. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
That's your story.
Giving that part of your story. Yeah.
Yeah, that's your story.
I'm a little nervous,
You-
but it's cool.
you said, oh,
And I talk about murder like it's just like
No, I mean,
I'm just saying, but that's just
was
how brother.
self-defense.
Yeah,
I
but
was-
That's self-defense.
yeah, that's self-defense.
you'd be surprised by the shit I be watching. I get all kinds of like.
Oh no,
what
bro.
the fuck wrong
She
with
do
you?
all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
On TV. What's the show? Not the on the ID channel or something you was talking about.
I don't know. I watch all kind of.
She watch all of it.
she watched the murder, like, how to get away with murder shit on ID.
No, it's one thing you watch it, but then it's another thing if you actually live it.
Right.
And
right.
and I look at murder like when people get out of line, certain things have to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not necessarily saying you got to kill a person, but I don't feel like it's justice in the law because I know what they do. It's a monetary thing. So certain things have to be done. And when I had to do what I had to do, like, I don't hurt people. I don't go around, being a bully. I got, excellent manners. I'm gonna respect women. I respect dudes. I don't give a fuck. I ain't on no hating shit. Whatever you do, congratulations. Keep it moving. We gonna keep it popping. So if a nigga fuck with me and I kill a nigga, then that nigga deserve to die because I don't even play. You know what I'm saying? I don't go there. I pray. I try to be righteous as possible. So if a person, push, force
Take
my
you
hand, yeah, like nigga stab me in the back, I had no choice but to wet this nigga ass up. Especially drop this weapon. So I'm gonna get that bitch. Anybody gonna do the same thing?
I mean, any nigga coming from the back is definitely.
Hell
trying to kill you.
So
Yeah.
that was that situation.
I heard earlier when we was off camera, you said you had a book out.
Yeah.
What's the name of your book, bro?
Actually, I got 2 books out.
Okay.
One of them is called Life Before Rap,
Uh-huh.
a glimpse behind the scene of Jeezy's rise to stardom.
Uh-huh.
And my second book is called First Verse, the inside story of Gucci and Young Jeezy's historic rap beat.
Okay.
The first book was like the Life Before Rap book. It sold pretty good, and it's a real interesting book.
Mhm.
And, I ain't trying to get no fame off another nigga name, no Jeezy shit, no shit like that.
Short story.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's really my story, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm the nigga that actually gave Jeezy the microphone.
Right.
Not that I get, not that Jeezy was ever bigger than me in the streets. Not that Jeezy I'm on some groupie shit. I'm looking for 5 minutes fame. That ain't what it is. He just, he one of the homies. And it was one of my everyday homies. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't looking for no fame or no nigga now. I do my own thing. I got my own money. Always have my own shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm content being who I am. But my to go back, the Life Before Rap book, what it is, it details, my life in the street in association with Kinky B and Young Jeezy and Kojak and a lot of other street mailman, a lot of other street niggas.
Is it supposed to be though?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. You know what I'm
It's
saying? 'Cause
supposed to be.
it's kind of hard for me to talk about my life, trying to make the transition from the streets to the rap game
Without highlighting some of the-
including other niggas that was a
Right.
part of that movement. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And just so happened, Jeezy and Kinky B, they happen to be the ones that actually, kept on going at it and became stars. So people recognize that. And because people do recognize that, it is a leverage for me to make mention of them so people be more interested in what the fuck I got going on. Then they can focus on who's
Who
really
you are.
who the fuck I really am. You get what I'm saying?
I tell,
Yeah,
I tell
absolutely.
a lot of folks, especially who like really trying to pop it off or whatever,
Yeah.
especially like younger, music almost like secondary. Like folks
Yeah.
actually had to be into you.
They gotta
you know
know
what
you.
I'm saying? Like they want to know
100%.
your story.
Yep.
Exactly.
And that's the entertainment part. You dig what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I honestly feel like Nipsey Hussle was as big as he was, not only because he could rap, because his story.
Yeah, the story behind the
You
rap
feel what I'm
shit.
saying? It was authentic, relatable to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And even where he was going was relatable. So, but music's almost like second or third.
Yeah, like
on the
music,
list.
Yeah.
music is one thing, but I got a real authentic story. As far as my story is concerned, I put it, because when I was in the pen, a lot of people used to approach me and they asked me about rap and about this and that. So, at some point, that shit got like really aggravating. I was like, man, you know, if these niggas so interested in my story in association with this or how I really lived on the street, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they got a lot of rumors going around about me, like, you know, I'm a serial killer. I got so many bodies. Even Jeezy made mention of me in the song. He was like, man, where I'm from. He go to talking about, I'm gonna tell you about this, about a cold-blooded killer named Mill, and he got a lot of bodies. You know, a lot of people had always spread rumors, and I guess Jeezy, you know, capitalized on that and put that shit in the lyric. I didn't appreciate it. I didn't like it because that shit brought police fucking with me and shit like that. But anyway,
y'all ever talk about that?
Nah, I never talked about that shit with him.
Okay.
You know, you would think that somebody like him would know better. You know, especially when you dealing with a real life individual that got real deal accusations, you know, allegations against them. You don't want to do no shit like that. But people do what they do, and I understand that it wasn't no ill intention behind it. It was just, you know, him just
got carried away.
Utilize,
Got
just
carried away.
not thinking and just his art form, but whatever, you know, much love, whatever. But so my Life Before Rap book, it talks about how we was really in the street. Me particularly, how I was really in the street on some notorious shit, trying to make the transition from the street life to the music industry, you know, so we can leave all the bullshit behind.
And this the first book.
Yeah, that's my first book.
Which was
Life Before Rap.
Life Before Rap.
Yeah, somebody interested in getting it, they can get it from my website, DM me, or they can get it off Amazon.com and a couple other bookstores. I can't really recall the name.
We'll be sure to put the link, the Amazon.
I want both of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want both of them.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued.
and I'm gonna keep it real. That motherfucking Life Before Rap book, man. And I ain't saying that shit because I wrote it, but I am
No, you can say
an
that
avid
shit.
book reader. You feel me?
Talk your shit, King.
But tell me y'all know.
Don't be humble, bro.
Nah,
Ain't no
nah,
reason to
nah,
be
it's
humble,
your
bro.
shit.
No, that shit is really great.
Yeah.
The reason why I say this is because I was in prison, remember,
Right,
for
right,
stupid
yeah.
years. All the James Patterson, motherfucking Stephen King, Alice Cooper, any author, like I had stacks of books when I was in prison, and I read, and I know how a real great book read. One of my favorite
How it's
books is
supposed to lay
called,
out.
yeah, it's
I was
called
gonna ask you what's your favorite book?
It's called Count of Monte Cristo, really written by Alexander Dumas.
Okay.
Alexander Dumas. He wrote also the
joint.
Three Musketeers book.
Okay.
But the Count of Monte
Alexander Dumas.
Cristo is stupid, man. And so that book right there is what motivated me to like really go ahead and write, you know, Life Before Rap and First Verse. But Life Before Rap is, if you're a book reader, that shit is a great book, man, for real.
On both of them. What they going for?
I think Life Before Rap is like 1995 or some shit. And First Verse is the book that I wrote related to you know, the rap beef between Gucci and Jeezy. I was inspired to write about that book because I felt that it ain't just about their beef. It's about me trying to send a positive message to the hip hop heads that, you know what I'm saying, rap or music shouldn't be used as a negative outlet to you know, to go against each other. It should be used as a positive instrument to you know, achieve greatness and build communities rather than to destroy communities.
Right.
And I got into the Blood and Crip section, you know, like Gucci supposedly, you know, represent the Bloods and Jeezy allegedly represent the Crips, you know. So what I did, I told the story how the Crips originated, and I told the story how the Bloods originated, and how, you know, they became, you know, enemies and so on and so forth, and how, you know, basically people are representing these outdated gangs that was created by teenagers. You got grown ass men walking around, you know, representing these gangs, and they was created by teenagers, and
When he
the
meant for what it's
rules,
meant.
yeah, the rules were implemented by teenagers. So basically, you know, if you're a grown ass man, you call yourself a gang member, and you following the lead of some shit that was laid down by
16-year-old.
teenagers
Yeah.
that was still living with their parents, didn't have a real idea as to what life was about.
Yeah.
Right.
So you walking around as a grown 40-year-old, 30-year-old, and you talking about you're such and such and you're this, and you represent some shit that was put in place by some misguided teenagers, which creates genocide for our people. So, you know, there's just a lot of thought in those books that a lot of people, you know, don't have the opportunity to think about. But a nigga like me, confined to a prison cell for 24 hours a day, had no idea, had no other, you know, choice but to think and analyze situations for what they really are.
That was
That was deep. Yeah, that was deep.
I don't,
I ain't gonna
I don't
hold
even
you.
have a I don't have a follow up for that.
Hey, I was over here trying to think of the follow
Yeah,
up.
me
I was
too.
like,
Nah,
wait,
he done covered all
I
the
was gonna say
bases.
this. I was like, well, you can't judge a book by its cover because if you look at that name, you thinking automatically, oh, this is Jeezy and Gucci, but you took it to it like,
Yeah.
bro, that's
that was deep to me.
yeah. If that don't make y'all go and read this book, I don't really
Yeah,
know
I'm
what else
smashing
to
both
say.
of them. Like,
Yeah,
no
that's deep.
question about it. You know what I mean?
I will get into it. So I know you got the music, the project Dezigner Trap, and I was listening to it on the way over here, and I tell you what I appreciate about it. It's like it's back and forth.
Yeah.
It's back and forth. So like one
Yeah.
song you might hear like I'm forgetting the name of it, but it's like the second song on the album you talk about losing your sister.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you talk about that and how like the pain of that, and then the next song you going into like really talking about like life in the street, and then the next song you go back and talk about like just like,
Yeah, cause
you know
how it was set up was like, all right, Dezigner Trap, my album. It's supposed to have been a double album, but of course, you know, albums really don't exist no more. So it supposed to have been uploaded like one side was supposed to have been the country side. That's why it's called the reality and the illusion.
Right.
Like the realistic side of things is this. Like, you know, realistically, you know, we shouldn't be selling drugs. You know, it's not cool to sell drugs. Realistically, you know, it's not, teenage pregnancy is not cool. Although it happens and it's a part of life, but we need to bring awareness to these issues. You get what I'm saying? So on the reality side, I'm talking about real life issues. You know, issues that really affect us as a people, affect our community, affect our nations, that people really ain't addressing because everybody's so strung out on this drip shit and all this lit shit. So ain't nobody addressing these issues.
Real issues.
Yeah, real life issues that people have to deal with. You know, police brutality. You know, a lot of issues that need to be addressed on a constant basis, on a daily basis, to keep us consciously aware that these things exist and that we need to improve as human beings, as a people, as a race, as a nation. You get what I'm saying? So that's what the reality side is about. But the illusion side is like how people really don't see things clear. So now fucking I'm back in the streets, I'm trapping, I'm glorifying all the bullshit, all the dumb shit that I shouldn't be glorifying. And it's kind of like an alter ego, but you know, it's kind of like right and wrong, yin versus yang. We know what we should be doing, yet, you know what I'm saying, we doing what we don't supposed to be doing. So now I'm back over here in the trap. I'm doing this stupid ass shit. I'm selling dope. I know I ain't got no goddamn business selling dope. I'm shooting this nigga in the head in the motherfucking broad daylight, cause that's the lifestyle a nigga really live. But over here, I'm like, damn, I don't supposed to be doing it. I know I don't want to do this. But damn, the impulses of the world, the influences of the world got me on this stupid shit.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr.
Yeah,
Hyde shit.
it's like it's a juggle, it's a struggle, and that's what we go through every day. I mean, if you're a married person, you know damn well you don't supposed to be looking at this other chick, but goddamn, she's so fine, you wouldn't mind, you know, just one time.
Yeah.
But then you like your conscience fucking with you, or you know you don't supposed to be selling this dope, but you know it's killing our people, is degrading our communities and destroying. But yet you need this cash in your pocket because you now you done jumped into this selfish mode the way you gotta pay bills now. So fuck it, I've said, oh, I ain't got no job, I'm a convicted felon, these people don't want to hire me. For all I know is dope, so fucking I'm selling this dope because I gotta feed my family and pay the bill. So it's like, you know you don't supposed to be doing it. It's like it's a tug of war going on within you. It's a spiritual fight, and that's what the whole Dezigner Trap album is all about. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to sound like the motherfucking Lucci's and the Young Thugs and all these niggas. I'm just doing what I know. I'm doing me, and throughout that process, I realized, you know, throughout that process, I know that I'm a great rapper. I make great music. But what I did, I brought my youngins in now. So I got groups that I'm producing. I'm saying young niggas that I'm doing, my little homie Young Juice, and I'm going to let them really do the music shit. And I'm just going to really play the executive role, you know, what more so I should be on. Because I feel like, you know, rapping is for any age. Don't get it twisted. But, you know, I just feel like I'm going to step back behind the scenes and just drop a verse here and there and drop a hook and let my youngins handle that shit. Because it's a battle with me. How the fuck I'm going to be telling niggas to go shoot a nigga in the head when I know what the consequences are? I know that's not appropriate. I know that's not proper. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like me being a hypocrite. How the fuck I'm you know, I know that we shouldn't be doing this shit, but yet that's what all the stupid motherfuckers want to hear. So if I don't put it on record, then it ain't a good record. If I don't talk about dripping, I don't talk about fucking this, you know what I'm saying, this, and I ain't doing this, no disrespect. But if I don't talk like that, then nobody don't want to hear it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
What what you think? Cause like you know they control the airwaves and they promote the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to
yeah,
the artists, how we get that back?
That's $1 million question.
you know the people, you know niggas, everybody doing their independent shit, but although we even have to, you know, our independent shit have to go through their outlets, and so the radios they controlled by these people, and to be real with you, man, we have been so programmed and conditioned that you don't even want to hear no good shit hardly. You know what I'm saying? You want to hear all this stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking on it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, we've been so programmed to hear that shit that like that's basically what a motherfucker want to hear. Now Kanye West pulled it off when he motherfucking did that Jesus song. You know the way he did it. He had a, you know, you bumping a Jesus song in the club. Jesus.
Yeah.
That was ingenious when you
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah.
And that's the type. It's kind of like feeding the kid vitamins. You know, the Flintstone vitamins.
Yeah.
You can't give them no regular vitamins, so you got to give them the Flintstone. Yeah, and make it fun to them. So if you're gonna do some positive music, you can't be on no Nas shit. But Nas already a legend, so you know his records gonna do what they do. But you can't get no new artists hardly coming in the game. Like J. Cole, them niggas don't even want to rap no more because niggas ain't trying to hear what they gotta say if you ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, the shit that these young niggas out here talking about. So it's kind of difficult, you know what I'm saying, for people to spit that stuff unless you looking for it. You know, when you go out of here, you jump in your whip. Who the fuck you bumping? You know, more likely you bumping the
Herbal tea and whiskey.
yeah. You bumping the whiskey.
That's on playlist. Herbal tea and whiskey.
So
That's what you did, Cheyenne.
so it's just a balance, man, of a person. You know, people, sadly, but true, most people don't want to hear, you know, good shit, the positive shit, what they should hear. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear that stupid shit, 'cause that would get them lit, that would get them crunk.
I appreciate like the honesty in that statement because it's like that balance, right? Like you said, like you know what people want to hear, but you know that also I know the consequences of if I only give y'all this. So like, you know, I appreciate when any rapper can give me both sides of the story. Like you just can't glorify selling dope and, you know, chasing hoes and all of this. Like it's stuff that come with that. You know what I mean? And to be able to tell that story, I think that's dope, man. That's some real life transparency that a lot of rappers. I don't know if they're afraid to do it or they just really solely thinking about like it ain't gonna sell, so why talk about it type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
And that's what the people, you know, the people who in charge, those people, you know, behind the scenes, they like, man, shit, this what you need to be talking about. This how you need to dress. This what you need to say. You know, they guide these artists, they coach these artists what to say when they get before the cameras. And, you know, everything is so commercial. Everything about image. Everything is about money. So shit, if you ain't saying the right shit, they gonna tell you what you need to be saying.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why a lot of the independent artists, they got that flexibility to say what the fuck they want to say
Real.
if they choose to say so, but they still trying to live up to a certain image too. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of image, how is it transitioning? Just thinking about social media 17 years ago and being out. Like, how do you transition yourself in social media? Like, I'm sure you don't have an image per se, but you know, 17 years ago, there was no Instagram that you had to keep up with. There was no image that you really had to portray unless it was somebody else, some news magazine article saying whatever. But now you have the access to control your own narrative. So how did you transition from that?
It was a hell of a transition. Actually, I'm still transitioning.
Yeah.
You feel me? My people, you know, a lot of people, my nieces and my little cousin, they put me on that Facebook. I mean, put me on IG. I don't fuck with that enough. Really.
Yeah.
Cause if it wasn't for what I was doing, I'm gonna be
You
real
probably
with
wouldn't
you.
be on the
even
shit.
be fucked up with that shit. Like,
Well, that's why I asked, because I know,
that
like,
ain't my
some
thing.
people ain't really, you know, into it. It's just not their thing. So, is it something that you control on your own, or do you have somebody else handle that shit for you?
One of my business page, I got people that control that, and my own social media though, my own IG page, I control that, but I hardly be on it like that. I just want to make sure I keep some form of content.
Yeah.
You know, for people that's following me and that's interested in my stories.
To
So
look
you know,
at.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't no business shit, I definitely
Yeah.
wouldn't. Cause I'm a street. I'm like really. A lot of people say this shit, but I'm really a motherfucking street nigga.
Right.
Like, through and through. Like I've been off the porch since I was like 9 motherfucking years old. Mama and them, you know, on drug that and what. Just I was really raised in the street, and so as a street individual, you know, I didn't fuck with pictures like in no form of fact. It's hard to get old pictures of us. Like you see me right here on this CD, like I'm like, what the fuck? That's me. You know, because
In a picture.
we didn't do this. We
Right.
didn't take pictures. This is the
Yeah.
only form of like it's hard to go get pictures of us way back in the day because we was really in the streets and we thinking the feds
Right.
pictures and we didn't do that. So
Right.
you know, the fuck with social media nowadays.
It's like
You know what
weird
I'm saying?
almost.
It's weird. It's
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this?
like, but you got the 90s and 2000s, baby. They was raised on
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
That's all they know.
Yeah.
But for me, I just only use it as a business instrument, you know, outlet for me to get my material and content out there. You feel me?
I got a question. When it comes to like being a hustler and basically coming in the rap game with money, and I think before Cheyenne answered her question, we was talking about just putting out any type of music or whatever, or just the bullshit music out. What do you feel as a hustler? Did you treat the music like a hustle, or did you actually have a love for the music? Cause I heard 21 Savage say like, I'm just hustling, I'm in it for the money.
Little baby said the same thing.
Yeah.
I like the music though. I got love for the music, and I got love for the hustle. You know what I'm saying? At heart, I'm a dope boy at heart. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all I ever known in my life before I went legit. I'm legit now. I don't sell no drug. But that's all I ever known. You know what I'm saying? And so I treat the music game just like the dope game. It's a hustle for me. You know what I'm saying? Like the weekend motherfucking like it's a hustle. If I go do a show, nigga pay me. If I do a walkthrough, nigga pay me. You know, it's just fast money. It's a hustle for me. I just like the hustle.
But do
of
it
that
take?
shit.
But do you feel like that hurts, like the music, like just because it's like shit? If they like this bullshit I say, the rah 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 I say, I'ma just do this because I know I'm gonna get the bread for it.
I mean, you can look at it like it hurt the music, but basically, everybody got their own audience. You know what I'm saying? So if you say some stupid ass shit and a million niggas like that stupid ass shit, then that's for that audience. If you say some, you know what I'm saying?
Stupid ass niggas.
So yeah, so if you say some real cool shit, some country shit, and the people that take to that, then those people like that. That's why when I did my album, I didn't just talk stupid ass shit. For one, me being, you know, the man that I am today wouldn't allow me to do that because I just couldn't do that. But I'm putting material out there for whoever like whatever type of material. At least you got an option. I'm talking stupid shit right here. And I'm talking, you know, good shit over here. So you got an option with me.
A little
Some
variety
people don't have the intellectual capacity to provide that option for a motherfucker.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? So in my situation, I can provide that option because I've been through that shit. I know that if you shoot a nigga or you kill a nigga, that your ass will be gone for life. I know that. I done been through those situations. You know, a lot of motherfuckers, they talking that crazy shit on them records, but they don't understand. They don't truly understand the real consequences behind their actions. You get what I'm saying? I know them white folks will put your ass away forever, and you'll be in a spot, bruh, so miserable that you would want to die, but you probably wouldn't even have the heart to even take your own life. You know, you just be in limbo, living in misery. So I know that shit really exists. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of motherfuckers don't know that, and until they are shown that or go through that, then their realization will come to their ass like whoa, and they'll be like whoa, that shit is for real.
Why do you think the music industry has been so infatuated with the dope boy lifestyle for so long?
It ain't just the music industry. We can go all the way back, man. You can look at like it's the American culture. Like when you go way back to the old school gangsters, the Al Capones and the mafia, the American country. This country has been so infatuated with gangsterism. Even going back to the old school mafia, back in the 30s, the women has always
Kennedys.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? That even the women over here in America, it's so deeply they've been so infatuated with the whores. Like Marilyn Monroe, She was a all American, all around American slut. But these women, you know,
Hey,
I'm
yo,
just being real.
that
like,
shit just tickled me, man. I'm gonna use that somewhere.
you feel me? Like,
She just an
All
all-American
American.
slut.
you know, she fucked the mafia, the
would-
big bosses in the
Nah,
mafia, nigga.
yeah.
She go fuck the president. You know, she go fuck Frank Sinatra. You know, she just, you know, she's the American fucking slut.
Her
And her
face
picture
on every
everywhere.
t-shirt.
Right, right.
Now you see all these you
Women
see all
gotta
these women.
put it in their house. I'm like,
Yeah.
how the fuck do you, as a black woman, just? And when I walk in, I'm like, what the fuck are we
You wanna
doing
be
with
like
this?
Marilyn?
Right.
Why you want to be like Marilyn?
I'll never forget.
Because she was so hot. This,
Yeah.
Come on, she looked just like the regular white bitch.
Right.
Come on now. She
Right.
was a slut.
Yeah.
A high-priced slut.
Yeah.
A motherfucking rich slut. Fucking the president. Fucking the star. And
Hey.
so she, yeah.
That's for real,
Yeah.
though. And I do that, but I ain't never even like
Thought
put it
about
like,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
thought
yeah.
about it like that, like for real. And she's glorified. Like,
Yeah, a slut is glorified. Like, you know, they don't glorify the people that should be glorified.
Yeah.
They put this girl as the poster girl of American beauty.
Of slutism.
And what what that other shit called? They look at her like she's some form of fucking like this bitch is like really the American poster girl.
Right.
Like she
Right.
was what you're supposed to be at as
Right.
in a woman.
Right.
You know, I asked y'all, this was a slut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a slut.
Right.
A prostitute like this, like with the hot lipstick on, with her little bit of clothes on, seducing married men. But this is the shit that they like over here.
Yeah.
So when you go back to the old school mafia shit, that's what they like. Action packed, kill a motherfucker, But they don't understand that the shit is really real. They infatuated with that, and so it goes in the video games that our kids play. You had a little prostitute slut walking
The
around.
Grand Theft
and they try-
Autos.
Yeah, all this stuff. So we were raised like this, and it's inculcated within our subconscious, and we don't even know. And this is what we seek and desire. When in actuality, that shit is like the
Poison.
wrong
Yeah.
thing. It's poison.
damn.
That's deep.
It was,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
It was again, bro.
You want some more water?
I think I know Cheyenne asked about the technology adjustment. Like, what was you say it was 17 years? How long you been out?
I've been on like 8 months.
8. So what? I guess what was going on before you like? I guess what was going on before you went in, like that you remember?
One thing about it, I'm gonna tell you this: the game hadn't changed. Like as far as the street, that shit never changed, man.
Talking about once you got out.
Yeah, like, bro, even after 17 years, man, the street life has not changed at all. The prices on certain things may have different.
Fluctuate.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
fluctuate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as the individual, the mentality, that shit is the police. All that shit is the same. I hit my hood, man, and motherfuckers that been out here the whole while, they ask me, hey, Mill, give me $20. I'm looking at these motherfuckers, they still on the same corner, selling the same weed, selling the same dope. So the street game hasn't changed. The only thing that has changed out here is
A camera phone.
the fucking technology. The technology changed. You know what I'm saying?
Camera phone the devil now.
The technology has changed.
Man,
That's the
listen.
only thing that you will see as far as change. And when people apply the technology, it looks like as if just everything has changed. But the individuals, the people are doing the same shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? They just using a smartphone now, to zoom in on something rather than walking
Walking
close
over
as
it.
if they would have to prior to the technology. You see what I'm saying? So man, I swear, man, like motherfuckers still on the same shit, and it blow my mind. Like I done got out and accomplished like more shit than a lot of people that I know in the street accomplished throughout my whole bid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real, like no cap, like no Kizzy.
Yeah, I mean, even the fact that you said you bought houses in there, and I'm like,
Ah.
yeah, that's
Well, I'm
that's
put it
tough.
out there. So my dog, he sell furniture and shit, right? Bro, I told you we was out there that mansion shit. This nigga was doing all that shit inside, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'm talking about a big ass mansion, bro. I was like, he
Man, you
can
be
everything.
surprised.
He inside, bro. Cause he was on speakerphone. He said, hold on, here the guards. The guards?
Y'all having a full-fledged conversation?
Yeah.
When niggas said,
Bro. fucked me up, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. 'Cause it's a full, bro. This shit had wings, bro. East wing, west wing. That shit fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Now it speaks to people work ethic, man, because like we all know people that own the same thing they've been on forever. Like whether good or bad, just on the same thing. And then, like you said, for you to be home 8 months and you already had that progression that you were able to see, it was because you know what time is.
Yeah.
Like what people on the outside that haven't had their time taken away from them, we take a lot of things for granted. Like for you,
Everything
you know,
for granted.
yeah, you know what time is. Like so, it's like, no, I ain't got time to play. Like, hey, here, I'm gonna put myself out there. He beat me to the studio. That like I pulled up and I parked in front of him, but I pulled up and he was already here.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna capitalize on that because let me tell you something. I thought I was gonna be late. No, that's all good though. Yeah,
But
I
that's
got
what I'm
it.
saying. But the thing is though, like bro, you gotta understand like people appreciate that
Yeah,
because
straight up.
it don't been the flip side where it's like it's 9 o'clock.
Motherfucker still ain't got it.
Hey bro, I'm about 30 minutes away. Like bro, we done.
wrapping the
Like
fuck
we
up.
rapping. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that to me. That says a lot about you appreciate your time. You understand where you at, and you know you about business.
Yeah, I always had that drive though. Even when I was in the street, man, I always had that drive to accomplish
Shit.
more than the shit that was going on around me. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be bigger than just the neighborhood dope boy. You feel me? I wanted to go farther than that. If I was gonna deal in drugs, then I wanted to be the person that was supplying all the neighborhood dope boys, and I wanted to be on a major level. Anything that I did. So that it goes to a person mentality and ambition, I guess.
You said you were Muslim. Were you Muslim prior to you going in?
Yeah, but I wasn't practicing the way I should have.
How did you keep your faith and keep your head up?
In prison? Shit, that's the only thing you got.
Yeah.
To rely on is faith. That what enables you to keep your head up, to hold your head throughout those situations. You stay praying, you stay studying the scriptures and seeking spirituality, embracing the spirituality rather than the physical than being just suspended in the physical plane, because that's all you have when you're going through. All you have is God.
Right.
You ain't got mama, you ain't got daddy, your boyfriend in love you, your girlfriend, she over there, she got
She
all
fucking
you
on
got,
somebody
yeah.
new.
That's all you
Yeah.
got is God.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that you embrace the most when you're going through not just incarceration, but any type of real hardship. You know what I'm saying? Spirituality, that's what you have to rely on. That's what you have to depend on. You pray that that God hears your prayers, that your voice gets to where it needs to be in order that you can get out of this real fucked up situation you in.
What would you say at this present moment is one of the biggest lessons you've learned in life?
Kind of lesson. I learned so many invaluable, so many priceless lessons, but I think overall, because I caught 35 years in prison, for the record, and I thought I wasn't gonna ever get out that motherfucker.
Yeah.
So a lot of people had counted me out completely, and I always had a real deep belief in myself, and I never gave up on myself, and I kept on fighting. I kept on staying steadfast in prayer and keeping the hope alive, and I only overcame my 35-year sentence, but I came out of prison, and I continue to grind today and accomplish a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I think a strong sense of self-belief, man. I believe in myself.
Yeah.
When everybody count me out, when a motherfucker tell me, "Oh, that song don't sound good," "No, you ain't gonna be able to do this," I just say, "Fuck that." I believe in myself. I look at reality. Don't get it twisted. I look at the facts on the ground because facts are very important. But I don't let facts deter
Dictate
me.
where you gonna
You
go.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, from pursuing my dreams and my goals. So I think the most important lesson I've learned throughout all of my experiences is that you gotta maintain a strong belief in yourself and in God, and you can overcome anything.
That's real.
Would you change anything?
I probably would change some things.
You,
A lot of people say no and
yeah,
shit,
exactly. I was about
but
to
I
say
think
that.
I would change some things because I feel like had I not been so hard head or had I listened in certain areas, I wouldn't have had to go through certain things that I went through because I feel like I still could be the person that I am without going
some
through
of
all
that
that
shit.
bullshit.
Yeah.
You heard?
Yeah.
Like straight up. You know what I'm saying? I still could be that person.
Right.
You know, I could have maybe I could have even been a better person. I could have inspired more youth. I could have had a bigger and more positive influence and effect on things than I have done at this point. And I could have even went farther in my life, being a more positive inspiration and impact on people, individuals, and things in my life. So for instance, if right now I've inspired 100 people in a positive way, at this point where I'm at right now, I feel like had I made other decisions where I'm at right now, I probably could have inspired 200 people or 300 people. If I inspired 5,000 motherfuckers by the time of my death to do something positive, had I made better decisions in the past, it could have been 10,000 or 20,000. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I probably would change some things.
Just to have a bigger impact.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's real. So look, man, we got this thing. We do these culturally ratchet questions, right? And they just, to sum it up, is really just life. The culturally ratchet part of life, like those things. We like so in the past we had questions like what was the one we had last week?
Matter of fact, I just asked Mom today about
Okay, go ahead.
About the cast iron?
about the cast iron, and
What
she
she
said
said?
she washed it.
But
Oh,
She was
so,
confused about me
Let-
not
let-
washing
Let's
it.
ask my man. Let's ask my man.
Oh, go ahead. So this, okay. So, do you? And for the record, I'm gonna ask the real question because I had the wrong question on the.
Conveniently, huh?
No, the poll was 50-50 though. The
God
poll was
bless.
50-50. But the question was, do you wash your cast iron skillet with soap and water, or do you just wash it with water? Do you use soap to wash your cast iron skillet?
Man, this shit may sound crazy, but what the fuck is a cast iron?
It's all good.
I'm about to put you on game.
It's something like
know.
your grandma, your
Like
mama
a skillet?
Yeah.
Oh,
The black.
Oh, the
skillet
black-
shit.
oh,
The
that
heavy
one.
ass black one.
oh, the skillet.
Yeah.
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 Do I wash it with water? Or do I wash it with soap and water?
Yeah. Do you use soap to clean it?
Hell yeah! You gonna have to use soap to clean that bit, right?
Thank you, bro.
That's what we thought.
I had to call my mama last.
I'm saying you
week,
could
bro.
clean it with water, but maybe it wouldn't be as clean. Like,
They saying you ain't supposed to put water and shit in that period because it's gonna rust. But I'm saying that would. I had to call my mama on this shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, you had to put the oil in there, put it in the oven on top of the oven and get it back right so it won't be rusty. You
We
dig what I'm
did
saying?
a poll last week. It was split down the middle.
He was,
It was 50-50.
he was
It
saying
really was 50-50. Go ahead.
the other 50 nigga nasty, bro. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with, bro. Cleanliness is next to godliness, bro. Like,
cause
bro.
I'm looking at it like this, right? Okay, well, a skillet, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think certain soap will make it cleaner, cause water.
I'm with you.
I mean, water
with
is
you,
like
bro.
ain't finna do no germ killing it unless it's some.
What you doing?
Cause I thought about it today. I was
Go
at
ahead.
the cheesecake factory.
You went to the kitchen?
Listen,
No.
listen.
Cal.
Bro, listen,
Go ahead.
listen to me,
I'm
bro.
sorry. Go ahead.
Listen to me, bro.
I'm listening.
So, I had some Brussels sprouts.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nah, I'm
It was
just
a
saying.
little
It was in
cast
the,
iron
but it
joint?
was in the cast iron skillet
Yeah.
though, like with a little small joint. So I say, yo, you think they'll? I'm talking to the waitress. I said, you think they'll let me in the kitchen ask if they clean this? She said, nah, they clean everything. But we do that. We're gonna say that though. 'Cause I said,
Yeah.
But that was your
Nigga
question,
like,
bro. You supposed to clean it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
That's cool, bro.
and them Brussels sprouts. I think I might get
Cheesecake
something.
Factory?
Yeah.
But I'm still lost. What somebody saying you don't supposed to clean it?
So
That's what I. But he pointed at me because it was just me.
right.
But
Well,
it was, the poll was 50-50.
in cast irons,
Nigga nasty, bro.
some people don't wash them with soap and water. They rinse them out and then you.
Like, they
It's
still
it's
clean
supposed
them.
to be
They just ain't
deceased.
going
It
with
depends
it.
on the person though. Like, I feel like it depends on the individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, how they feel about cleaning things and their method to cleaning a cast iron. I mean, it ain't no certain rule to it, right?
That's where I was going with it.
I thought it was gonna be lopsided, so I had to apologize because it was
So Salt got to touch my skillet.
so it was legit down the middle with it. But look, that's our culturally ratchet questions, right? So like stuff like that. So Cheyenne, what you say you had one right there?
I was just saying, like, what the fuck happens when you turn 28? Like, why your body start breaking down? This shit is nuts.
Who body stuff breaking down?
Nigga.
She said,
No, I think
something wrong, so
I think
Thank you.
yeah,
I think yeah, I think I don't know about that though.
I know they say 30, but
Eminem travel.
shit.
I don't know, man. I think it's about what you eat and shit, like
That too.
exercise,
That
like
too.
See, women, they try to get it together now, but for a long time, they think like, oh, I'm just thick. No,
Nah.
like,
you fuck around.
Hey,
You
I,
think you
never-
can
I always kind of like veered away from the thick girls in high school because I knew what the future looked like. I knew it.
and whenever my boy say on Blue
the skinny
Street,
girl is the one that
He
gonna
said-
be.
Yeah.
Girls is the one that's gonna be
Yeah.
that you
hey,
want
look, no
at
pun
the end.
intended, but on
Yeah.
Blue Street when Mark got out and he went to go see a girl, and he was like, "Damn, did you eat the whole time I was in there?" He said, "When I looked, he was like, plickety plow, plickety plow."
Yeah, them girl. I mean, people in general, not just girl. They be thinking because they young, they can just keep on eating all these motherfucking honey buns and cake and then when they get a certain, they be like, damn.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
every
that shit
girl
catch up
gonna
with
say
you.
they
Yeah.
thick until they see a flight of stairs. That's just how this go. That's just how this go.
This is true.
They see them steps. Fuck, I didn't get this in. That's just how it go. When no flight of stairs hit you.
Shit over with. When you start panting by the fifth one.
TJ, come help me with these groceries. That what that shit. Yeah. That's how this shit go, bro.
Oh,
That's how this shit go, bro. That's how this
Oh,
shit go.
man.
That's how this shit go. But
No, I know a few of my followers hit me with the 30 back pain. They turn 30, back start going out.
okay, I got this one. Niggas say, shit, my 30th birthday coming up. You only turn 30 once. Nigga, you turn every age once.
Right.
Every age. Like, what's the difference?
yeah. No, that's crazy though. It's like, cause you say that, but that Eminem still rolling.
Bro, it's like 12 of them on the ground.
right there, girl, to the right.
With the Marley.
Yeah. So like, look, say you say 28. I'm 36, right?
Mm.
I went to pick up something off the floor from my daughter. I'm just now starting to feel a little bit better.
What
Like
you,
my
what you,
back,
what
I
you
don't know
done?
what- Bro, I'm talking about my back, like, it's
Did
like I
it
went the wrong
spaz?
way. I got a little pinch.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little pinch, and
That's
it went the wrong way.
My you know, KD say, bro, I'm 40, bro. I was just in the shower the other day and I got a crook in my neck. I don't know what the fuck wrong with me,
Happens,
bro.
like, I'm talking about, bro, this was a routine. Like, this a routine pick up her clothes off the floor. It was over with. I couldn't do nothing. My wife got home.
Man,
Like,
listen, I was
needed a
laying
massage,
with
low
the
back.
heat pad on my
Yeah.
back. I don't know what it,
100%.
but a pinched nerve ain't nothing to play with.
Man.
That shit hurts different. The fuck is that about?
He lied.
That,
Hey, what he-
that's how you know it's a clean bathroom.
Hey, grandma said that's speaking span now, boy.
Right.
Spam.
Right.
Yeah.
So look, we got to get ready to wrap up.
So
we-
soon?
Yeah, it's another show getting ready to
Hey,
come
this
on a
was-
little bit. Go ahead, do your thing.
It was a great interview, bro.
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah,
appreciate
that
you being transparent, man. for real.
Beyond
Yeah.
what
It was a hell of.
I don't
it was
even
a hell
think I
of
had
an
the
interview,
expectations,
bro.
but yeah, it was great. It was very insightful.
Hell of an interview, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So thank
That really did some positive for me, bro.
Yeah.
Like Jay was telling you, bro. Like it was a hell of an interview, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, man.
And we appreciate you.
100%.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Before we get into that, tell people how they can connect with you. Like, they want the books, the music. What's the best way for people to connect?
As far as connecting with me personally, you can go to my IG, which is Street Legend Gold. Street Legend Gold all together. I'm saying that's IG. Follow me, see what I got going on. If you want my books, you know what I'm saying, you can go to Amazon.com, snatch up the books, Like Before Rap and First Verse. if you want to fuck with my music, you know what I'm saying, you go to YouTube, iTunes, Apple Music, on all platforms, Dezigner Trap, Goldmouf, you already know what it is, man.
For sure.
Street Legend Gold, hey.
Before we get to good, the bro, where we gonna talk about sports. No sports today.
Oh no,
We can chill on it, bro.
No.
I'm just asking, like I know
No,
we
look, we can go ahead and say, look, I'm gonna be very transparent here and say this first. We choked. As a Braves fan, we choked. We were up 3-1. We choked. The flip side of that is that we weren't expected to be in the position that we was in, and that's the truth. Like the Dodgers were the better team on paper. They 700% winning team. They won the last 7 out of their 10 games.
It was just a rough motherfucking weekend, bro. The
Georgia
Jordan Dogs lost.
Yeah.
Everybody lost out those stank ass Falcon, bro.
They the one who messed it up for everybody.
Yeah,
So
they were
won.
supposed to lose.
They were supposed to
They were
lose.
supposed to lose.
They messed up the whole way.
They fucked up the equilibrium, bro.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
That
right
what you
there.
looking for?
Yeah, I was looking
Bro,
for
you
that.
know, teamwork make the dream
Yes,
work.
sir.
Yeah,
So,
I was rooting for the Braves. Like,
I was too, man.
I mean, they beat my Reds.
Bruh, I
I'm
was
here, so it was like shit. I'm rocking.
I had to cut off. I just cut off the TV, politely walked upstairs, went to bed. That was all I could do.
I don't never do this shit too. I have a jersey on with the cap on.
Bro, yeah,
I'm
man.
sitting at the
Yeah,
edge of the
bro.
bed, you know what I mean?
Anticipating, too.
Clapping it up, you know what I mean?
I was hurt, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was hurt. But I tell you this, I'm glad it happened there and not in the World Series. Cause if it would happen in the World Series, I would have had to call you and be like, bro, we can't do anything. I'm sorry.
I'd have been like, damn.
I know this unprofessional.
We
bro,
canceling the show?
I would have needed a day or two, man. But look, hey, bro, where hold on, I wrote it down. Where Cali Swag District at?
Then one of them died.
Enlighten me.
No. One of them dance groups, the dude died like from like a sickness, I think.
Okay, now you making me feel bad. I'm gonna
I
go
might
to
have been.
another
Did
one.
that teach me how to Dougie?
I think so, yeah. Is
The
that
Cali Swag?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the teach
I
me
ain't
how to
never heard
Dougie
them
was
folks.
bad.
Teach Me How to Dougie? Teach me.
Oh, the Cali Swag, whoever. I
I'm
ain't
saying
never
the
heard
song
them
Teach Me How to Dougie.
folks.
Oh, that's
They
the
song.
I was Dougie in last night.
Now I was dug in last night. True. Hey, that's something different too, cause you know what I'm saying, all growing up, you know, niggas gangsters didn't dance.
They
Nowadays,
dancing
boy, these
Niggas
motherfuckers
is
all
boogieing
over
left
the
and
place,
right.
boy, they just
Dancing
lit.
down, they
Everything.
dancing down.
We
Everything.
just try to find a wall.
Hey,
back in the day.
I knew dancing was it when niggas started beefing it up. I was like, oh, niggas is
Yeah,
moving off
man.
the walls
They
with
be
the
doing all
shoulders.
that.
It was subtle, but that's when I knew. I
Oh,
know.
that's the whole thing. That was
I
all
know
we
that.
That was
Oh
all
yeah,
we
Florida boy, they Florida, because it was that Too Loud Crew Loop movement. They were down there, you know, doing their own Doodoo Brian, all that shit there. But I'm talking about PNGA, niggas hold the wall now.
Hold the wall.
Now,
Hold the
Oh,
wall.
your partner holding
man,
you up.
now
Yeah.
the wall needs some support. These niggas bless you. The
Thank
wall needs some support.
Niggas
Cause
is
these
in a
niggas are
circle.
fucking yeah.
The Wildies.
The wall, these motherfuckers twerking on the wall. The wall like, hold up, is you supposed to be help us?
Right, I need you.
Yeah. Straight
So,
up.
what's your word of the week?
I ain't, bro, give me one of them folk name, bro. I ain't never heard
Nah,
of
one
them
of
folk,
them,
bro.
two of them died. Actually, I'm looking at this.
Ah, we
hey,
good, we good.
Yeah, bro, you breaking up back. I'm gonna go to another one just to get that out. I ain't know everybody dead in the group. That was God,
God, that went dark.
that was depressing, bro.
It's all G.
We just don't worry about it. It's all. We just move on, bro. What's your word of the week?
Oh,
Not look in the phone.
This our end of the episode. So,
Yeah.
so, yeah. He got a word of the week. Yeah, he do.
quotidian.
Spell it.
Quotidian. See if I said that right. Quotidian. That's what I said. That's what I said.
Why you pick the word so hard?
Huh?
What the fuck that mean?
That's what this segment should be called. What the fuck that mean?
It really, bro. That shit sound like that, bro. It's really simple as fuck. Something occurring every day, belonging to each day.
Like time.
Commonplace, ordinary.
So in other words, the same shit.
That happen every day.
Same shit every day.
It's quotidian.
Right.
You put your socks on, it's quotidian.
What you doing?
Hey, next time, like quotidian, man. Quotidian.
Hey, look, keep it true. It be a lot of them long ass words. Where you be
Yeah.
like, man, that should be simple.
That was nigga would tell me, hey bro, what you doing? Quotidian.
The fuck this nigga just say to me?
Bro, you just cuss at me, bro.
Right.
You cuss at me.
You say about the
He said my mama had what?
What you doing?
Yeah.
Quotidian. Fuck nigga.
That's some new stock or some shit.
Like, hold up, nigga, you gay?
Yeah, that's part of the cute part.
Yeah.
What's your book of the week?
My book of the week is called Crucial Conversations, and it's by Al. It's 3 niggas. I'm gonna just give you the first one. Al Switzler.
Who is that?
I don't know. I don't read a lot of his books. I read this book though.
Bro, I thought you were gonna say life before rap, bro.
I was about to say, but
Oh,
he gave
shit,
the layup.
my nigga.
He
That's who
gave
made
the
that
layup.
book?
He gave the layup for the book of the week.
That's the name of my boy. You mean tell me
he
we sitting up in this
Rewind.
Rewind.
My book of the week is Life Before Rap by Goldmouf.
Hey, Amir Butler. Yeah, that's the book of the
Hey,
week.
I was waiting on it. I was like, oh, you got the layup.
yeah,
You wasn't
yeah,
thinking about it. It's
yeah,
all
yeah.
good. Players mess up sometimes, bro. It's all good.
I mean, I thought about it. I just ain't want to back reference. I was
Yeah, he
kinda-
thought about it, and he was gonna do that. He was gonna go back. Yeah.
I definitely did think about it.
Well, this would be stupid of me to not do it. I want to give a special shout out. We rarely ever have guests on our show.
You said
So,
really?
yeah. Who
Yeah,
was on
this
here?
is a special
Yeah,
occasion,
this is
bro.
special
No, I'm
occasion.
saying this like the first.
Yep. Oh well.
No,
no.
Jimmy,
I mean
Jimmy,
Jimmy.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's our first. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, Queen. Go ahead.
I know. Thank you, Goldmouf, for coming out. We really appreciate it. It was a really dope interview. Make sure y'all go check out his books. Follow him. Street Legend Gold on Instagram. I'm definitely copying both of those books this week. But yeah, man, thank you for coming out. We appreciate it. It was dope shit. It was cool.
Ooh, yeah, thank you.
So that's my shout out of the week.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Without further ado, thank y'all for tuning in to the No Buffer Podcast, the Culture Ratchet Podcast. We say what we want when we want, no buffer, just facts. Last name good, Lingo Steve, Black, and myself in the building every Monday at livehiphopdaily.tv. Did you just?
I did. So I looked up the word decadent. I don't think that's what you meant.
Why? Why you don't think so?
I don't think that's what you meant.
Oh, you couldn't talk about this off here?
Hell
You
no,
don't
bro.
think
I want to know the word.
Not right now.
All right, God bless. Yeah, bro. She was some weak shit.
Anyway,
We can stick with the majestic.
whatever. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all asses next week. We out.